Hey everybody, Divine Ramza here. I'm just doing a review for the new Star Wars film, Rise of Skywalker, which, well, it's not new. It's been out for 3, 4 weeks or so now. But I usually do not go to movies like the first week that they're out, especially like Star Wars films, because they're going to be busy and all that. But just wanted to do a review. Overall, I thought it was a pretty decent film. It's a hell of a lot better than Episode 8 because Episode 8 sucked ass. Um, Now, is it an appropriate end? Well, we didn't make the film, so we can't say that the end was perfect or that the end of trilogy was perfect because they aren't our films. I thought it was okay. It could have been better, of course, but the things that I'm 100% glad that weren't in the film, I was glad that Rose Tico didn't have that big of a part in the film. She was one of the problems with Episode 8. I also liked that it didn't have all of the moralistic stance that Episode 8 had. Like, we need to fight it with love, not, shut up. No, you don't fight the Force, with just love. Like if um, Kylo Ren, the Emperor, Darth Vader, Darth Maul, whoever, if they come up to you with a lightsaber and they want to kill you, are you going to fight them with love? No. This whole thing is built on violence, and of course, the only way to fix it is with violence, I guess. That's just the way it is. Really, none of the other Star Wars films had any lessons in morality except Episode 8, really, and it was dumb. Um, there were some things about Episode 8 that I was like, what the fuck? Like, there were a few plot holes, which I'm going to make a video on the plot holes, just because there are some in there. People are saying that there's a ton, and some of them are legit, I guess. Other ones are full of crap. But I'll talk about that in a different video. But the one thing, it just seemed that they packed too much stuff into the film. It seemed like J.J. Abrams was trying to put his version of Episode 8 in there and Episode 9. There were too many short scenes. Like the entire film was just short scene, then they switch, because they wanted to pack in a ton of stuff to the film, which isn't bad per se, but there were several things I would have liked to have seen fleshed out some. Like the Knights of Ren. We hear about them in Episode 7, Kylo Ren of the Knights of Ren, and outside of the films, like the books and stuff, we're told that they're badass and stuff, but we really don't ever see them until now. So what we do see of them, sure, they're cool, but it would have been cool to flesh them out a little bit more in the film. So there could be books out there that tell more about them in depth. I don't know, but it should have been in the film. Also, a little more explanation on the one planet. I forget the name. I want to say not Exodus. Eczema. I'll just call it that. Whatever that hell it was. It's like if that planet was in an area that is almost impossible to get to, and in harsh conditions, the people that are there, are they natives there, or did they all get there, and how were they able to build all of those Star Destroyers? Are there any other planets rich in material that are close by? Or how... I mean, with the time between when the Emperor supposedly died and now, would they have had time to build all those Star Destroyers? Well, I don't know how long it takes to build one. That's an awful lot of Star Destroyers. So it just would have been nice to flesh out that area some. The other thing, though, from a story perspective, which is a little bit cheap to do, but it's because they put so much in the film, but there are too many coincidences in the film, too many Deus Ex Machinas. Like, oh, we found the dagger. Okay, cool. And when we get to the Death Star, oh, there's a little thing that pops out that tells us exactly where to go. It's like in that old Robot Chicken sketch when they make fun of a M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong, where they go, "What a twist!" It's like every 20 minutes or so in the film, it's like, "What a twist!" What a coincidence that they just happened to find it at the exact moment that they needed it. Or I don't have any problem with Lando finding all of those people to help. But again, it's like, what a twist, right? Right when they needed them, what a twist. They showed up. I mean, there are too many coincidences in the film. And granted, I've only seen the film once, and it's been like 3 days since I've seen it. So I can't say everyone, but throughout the entire film, I was like, really? It just pops up, and it solves the problem, you know? Yeah, I mean, I do like the film overall. It was good. The ending, you know, when Rey just walks into the sunset, I mean, you know, that's like an old Western trope, and as we all know, Star Wars was based on Westerns somewhat, so that's fine. I am curious as to the future after this, how she gets the Jedi's back up, because as we know, just because the Sith are defeated, that doesn't mean that there aren't going to be any bad Force wielders in the future. There are still going to be bad people with and without the Force, so the Jedi's are going to need to rebuild. It'd be cool to see how that happens. And no, I do not want more films, another trilogy. No, let's just put this saga to rest. If they want to put out like a short on YouTube or whatever, that's fine. And at the end too, I thought it was dumb how suddenly she's Rey Skywalker, which you can call yourself whatever the fuck you want. You're still a Palpatine, okay? I mean, you're Rey Skywalker. I thought that was a little bit dumb, cheesy, but at least they didn't have Hayden Christensen in with the Force ghosts at the end. So I mean, that's fine. But yeah, to end, it was a good film. I wouldn't say it was the best. Episode 7, Force Awakens, was a lot better. But, of course, this was a lot better than Episode 8, which is all we can ask. I'm going to do a video here soon that talks about some of the plot holes that have been brought up, and if they're bullshit or if they are legit. So look for that film here soon. But in the meantime, like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.